Hello, I am Coach Mel.
And I am Tea Nicole.
We understand how sometimes life can seem unfair to the point you just want to give up and walk away.
We also understand depression, trauma, mental illness, abuse, and the like thereof.
We've walked those paths. We have felt the pain. But what we didn't let it do is stop us.
That's right. We didn't give up on ourselves. We made a conscious decision to fight back, to find the light inside of us that was screaming to be let out.
We decided to put ourselves, our voice, and our journey in life first for a change.
That's right. We put on our own oxygen mask first because we knew that we needed to be selfish for a change and make ourselves number one.
We had to shut out the voice of others that was chiming in our head to begin our own healing process.
We want to help every person out there that feels as if they don't have a voice or nowhere to vent and to be heard.
We want you to know that you matter, and so do your feelings. You deserve to heal.
So let us help you help yourself.
Hello, beautiful people. I am your host with the most, Coach Tea Nicole, and I want to say welcome to today's show. If this is your first time joining me, please let me know where you are tuning in from. If this is not your first time, still say hello to me. I'm so glad to be on here today because I want to talk about redirecting your focus, because so many times we miss opportunity, we miss chances because we are focusing on the distraction. We are focusing on what has come our way in order for us to stop. But we have to get back on focus so we can get on track, so we can reach our destination. I'm going to say that again because so many times we allow the things that are not relevant to our lives distract us and stop us from reaching our fullest potential because of the simple fact we're so used to always doing what other people want us to do, saying what other people want us to say, living for others. But then we miss our mark. We miss what we were created to do. And 9 times out of 10, you already know what you were called to do because of all the different experience you have to go through, or the different challenges you're faced with on a day-to-day basis, whether that's dealing with your health, your peace, your joy, your mind, whatever the case may be. But you have to realize that you have full control. You have full power. It's all up to what you do and what you do not do. Because so many times I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be transparent, because I know sometimes I get caught up on different things because I'm trying to be liked by everybody. Or not even so much that I'm trying to be liked by everybody, but because I'm trying to, learn how to live and survive in this world. And so I'm like, okay, I got to try to figure out what I need to be doing, how I need to be doing it, when I need to be doing it. And so I get caught up by trying to take on too many projects. I'm guilty. I can be honest. I can be transparent, because so many times we don't want to tell our truth because we think people going to judge us, talk bad about us, because we're trying to figure out life. But I learned, when you start telling the truth, walking in your truth, believing in your truth, then other people will respect you, because guess what? You are showing up as yourself. You are showing up authentically. You are being who you were created to be. And all they can do is either love it, like it, or hate it. But no matter what, they're going to respect you because you are being yourself. You're not trying to pretend, or you're not trying to take on more than you can handle, because now you're telling people, like, listen, I'm trying to figure out life. And you're actually doing it. And you're actually believing everything that you're doing, because why? This is what you were created to do. I'm not saying you don't have to do everything mama and daddy told you to do. You don't have to be like everybody else, because in this season, that's not what it's about. It's about you tapping into your greatness. It's about you doing whatever you were created to do when you said, I wanted to live here on this earth. So we have to think about it. We always trying to look at things from one standpoint, or it's like either our physical, we see it with our natural eye, but you got to realize we're made up of three components. I'm made up of the mind, the body, the spirit. So that's why it's so important for us to redirect our focus, because the more you tap into yourself spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, and all of these other things, guess what? Your life will start to change for you. Can I tell you guys? Like, I never knew how powerful I was until I really had to go through these different struggles. I never knew what I was capable of doing until I said, you know what? I'm going to let go. I'm going to trust in who God created me to be, and I'm going to let go. I'm going to let go of all the negativity. I'm going to let go of all the worrying. I'm going to let go of all the doubt. I'm going to let go of everything that no longer serves me purpose, because guess what? It's no longer meant for me. I don't have to hold on to that garbage. It's not mine. Hey, Shakira, it's good to see you, my beautiful sister. She is in here liking the post, and I love you, and I thank God for you. Because can I tell you, sis, you know what it's like. We all know what it's like, but sometimes we be afraid to admit when we're going through something because we don't want people to see us vulnerable. But people need to see you sometimes in your weak moments, so that way they can say, you know what, I'm gonna pray. And I'm not talking about PREY. I'm not saying they're going to pray against you. I'm saying they're going to pray for you, because you do have people that are assigned to you that will really pray for you. They will believe in everything that you have going on, because it's just like what they call destiny helpers. That's what they are called, destiny helpers. They were assigned to you just like I was assigned to you. You were assigned to me. So my job is to not push you away, but to love on you, to grow with you, to get a better understanding of this thing we call life, because I understand that we are all on a journey. We're all going to have our ups. We're all going to have our downs. We're all going to have our moments. We're going to always have challenges, whether they're good challenges, bad challenges, but we must be willing to face them. So now this is why it's important for you to redirect your focus, because so many times you get caught up on what you have. You get caught up on what you don't have, and then you're missing what you were really supposed to be learning in the first place. And what do I mean by that? So currently I'm in a home. I have a home, right? I'm in my house, and I had roommates, and I'm going to be transparent. I'm going to be honest. Like, it didn't work out. It didn't work out for me and my roommates. And it wasn't like we got into an argument and got into a fight, but life challenges happened. So either I could have got upset, I could have got mad when they had to move on, or I could have just like sucked it up and went forward, because I know what journey I'm on, right? So it's now I'm in a position where I'm actually downgrading. I have 2 bedrooms, but I'm going down to a 1 bedroom, because it's just little old me. And I don't really need 2 bedrooms. I only need 1 bedroom. And so the thing is, I could have got mad. I could have got upset. I could have been like, I'm about to be in a dark place. No, I can't be in a dark place. I don't have time to be in a dark place. I set out on a mission to heal myself. I set on a mission to believe in myself. I set out on a mission to better myself and to evolve into who I was created to be. So guess what? The challenges that I was faced with, they was for a purpose. And the thing was, it didn't break me, but instead it encouraged me to keep living. It encouraged me to find out what it is that I love about me, find out what it is that I want to do, find out where I need to be in this season of my life, and not have to lean and depend on people in that particular way. Because at the end of the day, I'm a grown woman. I'm a grown woman. I'm 42 years old. And what makes me grown is that I have responsibilities, and I can make decisions for myself. And I actually have an opportunity to change my situation. I have an opportunity and a chance to better myself. I have an opportunity and a chance to stop blaming everybody else for my shortcomings. So now I have to learn how to take real responsibility about me and my actions, what I allow, what I don't allow. And can I tell y'all, this is scary. It doesn't feel good, but it's all a part of evolving into who you need to become. And that's just simple as that. Like, we used to blame mama. We used to blame daddy. We used to blame our neighbors. We used to blame people in the community. We used to blame people when they hated on us. We blame other because of how they treated us and how they talked to us. But now ain't nobody, you can't blame nobody because it's there. You there by yourself. So now you have to face yourself. Now you have to say, you know what? I can't blame nobody else. I can't be nobody else, but I can redirect my focus and pour back into me. Practice self-love, practice self-understanding, practice growth, practice the things that you need to practice so that way when you decide to get in a relationship, you're healthy. That relationship is healthy. The communication is healthy. Everything you are experiencing just to become this better person, it's not for nobody else, but it's for you. So now you can say, I ain't got to carry that garbage into my next relationship because that one person that I was in a relationship with at first, they did me wrong. The next person that you get in a relationship with, you can't get them that baggage. That's not their baggage. You have to learn how to develop a relationship with them. But that's why it's important for you to develop a relationship with yourself. So in the season of your life, for those that are just tuning in, I am Coach Tea Nicole. I am the host of the Tea Nicole Show, and this is what we're doing today. And we're talking about redirecting your focus. But on this journey of redirecting your focus, you have to learn how to love self. You have to put back into you. You have to pour into you. So sometimes you might be in a place where you're single. I'm talking to people that are single, or those that are on the verge of being single. Listen, learn to practice self-love. Even if you're in a full marriage or commitment, learn to practice loving yourself, speaking life to yourself, believing in yourself again. And why is this so important? Because so many times we lose self. We lose the importance and the essence of who we truly are because we've forgotten that we matter too. I'm not saying you're not supposed to love the person that you're with. Yes, you're supposed to love them. You're supposed to speak life to them. You're supposed to be there for them and help them. But you have to learn how to say, you know what? I'm valuable too. I am loved too. I am beautiful too. You have to, because so many see this. Many of my clients say, T, you know what? I lost me. T, I'm dealing with somebody that don't know how to love me. You know why they don't know how to love you? You know why they don't know how to treat you? Because you forgot to love yourself. You forgot how to treat yourself. You forgot what you needed. You forgot what you deserved. And it's not that you're being selfish, but you're learning how to be selfless. And what do I mean by that? Because the more you spend time loving on your body, the more you start speaking to your body, the more you start loving on your mind and feeding your mind spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, all of these other things, guess what? You'll start feeling better. You'll start speaking life again. Hey, Mr. Eric, good to see you. You'll start believing in what you're saying about you and concerning you, and you won't allow people and things to get you distracted anymore. Because when the distractions come, when the sickness come, when the financial hardships come, when all of these different things come, guess what? You'll be able to put yourself in a better position because now you have learned to say, I am powerful, I am smart, I am beautiful. Guess what? I even learned how to manage my money. I even learned how to love other people because I know what it means and what it takes to love myself. And that's the thing. Because sometimes I'm going to say this. I used to didn't even look in the mirror. I hated looking in the mirror because I was afraid of the reflection that I would see. But then I realized it's important for me to look in the mirror because guess what? Who going to see me the way that I need to be seated? Are seen the most? Me. People might see you, they might try to speak life to you, and that's what is good. We need that, but you see yourself first. Think about it. Even if you got somebody laying next to you, whatever the case may be, they might tell you you pretty, but on the inside, you be like, dang, I'm ugly. Dang, I don't feel good. Dang, I'm this, I'm this. And guess what? You start believing that. So let's turn that around. I am beautiful, no matter what they say. Yes, words can bring me down. Oh. Listen, the words ain't gonna bring me down no more because I'm beautiful. I am beautiful. I am smart. I am loved. But I have to speak this to myself over and over because I realized something on this journey. On this journey, the more I speak to myself, the more I love on myself. Guess what? Every day gets better. It gets sweeter and sweeter and sweeter as the days go by because I'm understanding it better by and by. See, when I was in church, at first I felt like I was going straight to hell. I felt like my soul was burning because I was doing things that I didn't have any business doing. I was liking people, speaking to people, and doing things that I know was not right morally, not even just morally, biblically, and not only just biblically, just for me, for my sake, my sanity. I'm like, this is not right. This doesn't feel good. So I ended up leaving the church. I'm gonna be honest, because I felt like I was getting hurt in the church. I felt like I was doing more damage to me than anybody else, not the people. It didn't even have nothing to do with the people. It was more so because I knew I had formulated a relationship with God. And so I was like, let me just go and live my life out here in the world doing whatever I wanted to do. So then when I cleaned up myself, when I said, God, show me who I am and do this, because this is one thing y'all gonna learn about me. I don't play God. I believe there is a God. I believe in God. And I understand you have to formulate and get in real relationship with God for yourself. God, you may say source, you may say universe, you might say whatever you want to say. And guess what? You are entitled to do that. I can't tell you what to say. I can't tell you what to believe, but don't you try to tell me what to believe either. So that's how this gonna work. I love you for who you are. You can believe whatever you want to believe because I believe in that. I believe we deserve that. But for me, I just say God because that's what I believe. But why am I saying all of this? So I went on that journey. I went on my own spiritual journey because I know what it was like to be in the church. So when I went back to church, I had turned my life around. I stopped drinking. I stopped partying. I stopped doing all of these things. But then when I started doing that, I found myself judging other people. I found myself judging myself. I found myself in a worse position than what I was because when I was living right or the way many people that go to church, they wanted me to live, I was still banned. I was still shunned. I was still talked about. I was still mistreated. And I was like, God, just show me where I need to be. Show me how I need to live. And so now I'm in a position and in my place. I love God. I love him. But I just do things non-traditionally. I do things differently. Because I'm like, God, show me how to live. Show me where to go. Show me what to speak. Show me how to eat. This is so vital, especially when you're on a mission, because I'm learning to redirect my focus. I'm like, everything has to be cleaned up. Not just one thing, not just my body, not just my mind, not just my spirit, but everything. Because I realize, again, for those that are just tuning in, we are redirecting our focus when it comes to everything because we are made up in multiple parts: the mind, the body, and the soul. And so many times we get off focus. We lose our focus because people want to show you, they want to talk bad about you because you don't follow their ways, you don't follow their traditions. Guess what? You don't have to follow my traditions, you don't have to follow my ways because I'm no different than you. I'm not perfect. I'm not this person that goes around saying, "Oh, I'm a prophet. I'm a prophet. I do this." When God give me a word to speak, I speak it. When I do what I need to do, I do it because God allowed me to do it. I'm here in Texas. I moved to Texas in February of last year. It's been a whole year. And I almost went back home. I was like, I don't want to be out here in Texas. I don't know nobody out here. I'm not even doing the best, but I'm not giving up. So this is why I say I'm redirecting my focus because here it is. I'm in a whole new state. I'm figuring out life. And it actually is amazing. This is the strongest I ever been. So this is why it's so important for you to redirect your focus. Because some people they will love you, they will be there for you, but you have to realize who you are first. You have to realize your strengths, your weaknesses, and you have to dig deep inside of you. I am a spiritual life coach. I am an author. I am a speaker, but you can't even tell because I'm out here doing something else for somebody else, meaning that I'm working a whole 9 to 5, but it's taking me a whole 12 hours a day to get back and forth to work, and I'm missing out on my business. And that's not good. And I can't blame nobody else but who? Me. That's nobody's fault but mine. But I'm like, okay, I'm like, God, show me what's next. So I'm not complaining. I'm only explaining for those that know me, for those that watch this live, and they be like, Tea Nicole got it all together. Tea Nicole this, Tea Nicole that. Tea Nicole is just a person. That's just who I am. That's a title. That's a title. That's not even my whole name. That's part of my name. Nicole is my middle name. T is my part of my last name. But it's a title. I carry that. But the whole moral of this is that I don't care about titles. I love who God called me to be. And so that's what I want you guys to see as you redirect your focus. Love who you are. Don't just look so forward to the titles, because you can lose that title in a minute. But will you have your faith? Will you have your peace? Will you know that your voice is your power? Will you know that you are so amazing? Somebody told me, Therese, they said, T, everybody ain't amazing because it's so much wickedness and hatred and all that. This is true. It is so much hatred, corruption, wickedness and all that. But there's still a little ounce of amazingness in people and everybody. They may not see it. They might not realize it because of their past. They may not realize it and recognize it because of the wickedness. They may not see it. They may not realize it because it is some people that have hatred in their heart, but there's still some pieces of them that are amazing. I'm not saying I agree with what everybody does, so I want nobody to get this misunderstood when you listen to this, because I know it is corruption. I know it is wickedness. I know there is hatred. I know there is a lot of things, but I still say, and I believe this is just something that I believe. There's a small ounce that when they were going through a good time and a point in their life, there was some greatness in them. Individuals that killed my family, my cousins, my uncles, my aunties, and anybody else that was like taken away from us, I think prematurely. The person that did it, it was at one time, one point in their life where it was some amazingness in them. Like some police officers, they are so amazing. I love them. And there's some that has something that they have to deal with and work on. And I'm not just saying police officers. We have lawyers, doctors, judges, life coaches, people in general. I'm not trying to separate anybody because people is people. But again, remember what I said about them titles. It's just something that you have today, but you can lose it tomorrow. So just look at that individual person, because some people have really good hearts and some people have wicked in their hearts. But that doesn't mean that that's not that little ounce of goodness inside of them. Somebody somewhere may not have a niceness bone in their body, but you never know. You never know. But I believe that it's an ounce of goodness in everybody. Did you hear me? I said an ounce. And an ounce is not a lot. But for those that believe that you are amazing, keep believing it. Don't allow your circumstance, your situation to stop you from being who you are, because you are amazing. So that's the whole moral of this story today. Don't stop believing in who you are. Redirect your focus. Be who you need to be. Do whatever it is that you need to do.